Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is, of course, live from BlasterPro's Studios Shop Talk Tonight with your hosts, Charles, Chuck, Greg, BlasterPro! Yay!
Did you turn our mics on?
And I am, of course, hello. Hello? Mic is not on, sir.
I know, I don't know why. It says it's on.
Okay.
Where's the screen frozen?
Hell if I know. I hope you guys can hear us. Our mic thing says it's not working, so we don't know. So at this point,
Can you hear us?
It can't be because look down here. It's still blank.
Oh.
Technical difficulties. Can you hear Straka? Can you hear us?
Yeah, you can. Everyone's saying what's up.
Well, he
Yeah,
said
but-
what's up, but that's
Yeah,
the
well,
natural
thanks,
introduction. I'm hitting play to see what happens.
All right. Fun.
Okay, we
Wait,
have audio.
We've had nothing but a night full of technical
I blame
difficulties.
Rodney. Yay!
Hey, thank you, Bill. Thank you.
And I am, of course, Matt Human Mother Wells. We have directing our show tonight, as now always.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. I mean,
Since we have no Joe.
Since we have no Joe, it is now Hayden.
Yep.
And in-house, of course, is our IT director.
And camera operator.
And camera operator, Rodney. He does not have his camera on him. I don't know what he's doing.
At least not yet.
He's chilling out. He's like freezing in the corner. He acts like it's like freezing down here.
Hey, the furnace just kicked on, so we'll be all right.
But, you know, it's like you've got it completely blocked. So
It's blowing.
there's no airflow.
It's a
coming out of
diffuser.
here. It's a diffuser.
It's a diffuser.
Need to get one of those ones that just pumps it right here.
Just
Put
hose it right over here. We got
put
all
a
that.
bend in. Put a bend in right here. That way it just
We
pumps
got
right
all that extra hose from the. What are you looking at?
Darth Vader.
Oh.
Oh,
Is that the first time you ever noticed him?
no, I thought it was a vent. So I was gonna say, just open that vent, but it's not. Again, we were having technical difficulties, so we're glad you guys are with us, and you can hear us, so that's always a positive as well. What up?
Not much. How you doing?
I'm okay. I'm here. I don't have to do anything else for the week. So
Are you off work?
Technically, yes.
Cool. I'm actually off work also. I don't have to go back to work until Monday.
Same here.
So I'm just
Great.
yeah. You want to do
times.
lunch?
We can if you want to. Of
Cool.
course.
Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A sounds great. We doing it tomorrow?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right. It has to be early because Amanda's
Wow.
cooking dinner and like.
Well, I'm not
big.
getting up before 11:30.
Well, like 11:30 is when I'm talking. So
Okay. Well, I'll get up if they want. If they can guess which Chick-fil-A.
most of the people know where you live, sir.
I know that's true.
I'm just saying. I mean,
There's
there is the new one between your house and mine at this point, though.
there's a new one.
Myers.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay. Cool. So guess what I got to do today?
Sounds good. A little echoey.
Yeah.
No pun intended. Yeah, we're trying out some new settings because somebody may have accidentally reset everything.
I did it another time. You guys never noticed.
Wow.
That and we're still working out the YouTube thing, trying to get everything balanced and working right over here.
We're fritzing a little bit.
Yeah, not too bad though. And like I was talking before, we're probably going to end up building a whole new PC just for this.
Yeah. That's what you were saying.
Yeah.
Which will be good because then we won't have to worry about setting up all these like multiple PC things going on.
No, we'll still rerunning tons of cable though.
Yeah.
But yeah, actually, you know what? I leave this all set up until workshop the next night.
Oh, I'm aware.
we don't even tear it down after we're done tonight. But I got to do something very interesting.
What did you get to do?
I haven't done this in I haven't worked in a body shop for almost 2 years. I actually got to use this today.
You got to display it to them, not to the
I
screen.
was showing you first.
I already know what it is, though. We already had this conversation. Like, well,
Yeah.
as far as the tool, that tool is actually something that Chuck made. Like, he had a patent for it.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
Even got royalties.
So that's why that's an interesting thing. He has.
It was funny because what's really cool about it is the one I used was not one of my personal ones. It actually, I borrowed it off another guy I'm working with out of his toolbox, which was pretty cool. And then, hey, you got that?
Hey, I made that.
Yeah. So we had this car that a tree branch just fell and just barely hit the front of the roof right by the windshield.
Yeah.
and it's caved down, and so everybody's looking at it, trying to figure out the best way to fix it because you got to pull straight up, and frame racks don't work like that. Well, work like that. And we weren't getting a roof skin, so we had to save it but not destroy it. And nobody had a good idea. And then I was like, oh wait, what about my tool? And then put a bunch of Unispot studs on there. Wait, one of them pictures I pulled up. You can load up.
You guys are looking at the same thing I am. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
All
right.
None of the media loaded. Ha!
It's there. It's just getting it from the spots.
Probably 10. Drag 10 over and see if it'll load in that box.
I bet it doesn't.
All right.
And we are just on the ball today.
All that jacking around probably screwed up the box.
It might just be frozen because it's
I
not showing
blame-
any-
All right, so forget it.
I blame Rodney and I blame
No, you will get no pictures tonight. No picture in picture.
picture.
You know what? Does camera 2 work?
Camera 2 works. It's just not showing anything. There he is.
Cool. Camera 2
Camera
works.
1.
So yeah,
we can do everything except for nothing.
we can sit here and do 99.9 of what we normally do.
Yeah.
And I didn't get to show off the really cool picture. That's what I like because it was kind of a cool setup.
You can show it off.
I'll
It's
show it off next
It's
week.
all right.
I'll forget and I
know
won't
you-
remember.
It's all right.
So anyway, I had to pull this roof out, and I got to use my own tool, and it was really exciting.
Yay.
And there was
much rejoicing.
yay, yeah. So yeah, I guess it really wasn't that cool, huh? Only to me. Rodney standing up for it, or was you freezing in place and you had to?
I think he went to sleep.
Oh,
That's because you have no padding anymore. You went from being my size to real thin.
Why are they moving over there?
He's just moving so he can like get movement.
move,
So he's
movement.
moving closer in the
So
frame. That's why I'm
age, locked up.
Okay,
I just assumed he wanted to be closer to me, so I got him more.
yeah. So, you all ready for Thanksgiving?
I am. Yes.
What are you making the turkey?
No. So let's see. Tomorrow night is my wife cooking.
Okay.
Pray for me. Thursday is big family, on my mom's side.
Going to your mom's?
Yes. And
Cool.
then Friday is Friendsgiving, which is basically just her mom's side. Let's call it. Make it easier.
It's just friends.
A bunch of friends.
Really?
It's not really family. It's the ones you choose to hang out with instead of the ones you have to.
Yeah.
No offense, Mom, if you're watching.
Doesn't worry. I didn't get an invite either.
I got invited because I'm related to my wife.
Oh, okay.
Well, that doesn't sound right. Because I married my wife. There we go. That's better.
That is better.
Because I'm related to my wife.
But second cousins, it's okay.
Third at best.
I think we're going to have a contest this month.
We are going to have a contest this month. It's actually next week.
Next Tuesday, yes.
On the 30th.
And it's going to be Family Feud in honor
Family Feud, because after you guys deal with your family, you're going to want a feud.
So, in honor of Thanksgiving, we will be doing 10 questions, Family Feud, pretty much anybody's game.
That is always in anybody's game.
Yeah, it's
Again,
that game is almost as random as just picking numbers out of a hat.
It is. It's great because literally you don't have to know anything about Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like you got to be able. You have to have watched Star Wars. That's pretty much all you got.
Sometimes, the less you know, the better.
Yeah, because us Star Wars nerds are like, that's not right.
Yeah.
And then
So, and then the giveaway. Yeah. So, the prize will be whatever I make out of.
Isn't done yet. What the heck, man?
Okay. All right. For my defense,
You don't have a defense there.
there's a little bit of defense. Did you notice anything different about the workshop?
I noticed a couple things, but I mean that you could have done that in your spare time. So we of course have the lockers in, which we did last week.
Yep.
You put in a whole new row of stuff over here.
Yeah.
You swept a little bit.
I did
Kinda
sweep up a
surprised
little.
by it.
Yeah, it was all your wood shavings from making
Hey,
night.
I wanted to make a lawn. What?
No,
Don't
so
judge.
actually, I got in.
He gets in his mood.
Yeah, I started.
Moody.
This shop has flat surface disease where every flat surface is covered with something.
Oh yes, absolutely.
So
It continually happens. Like as soon as
you clear a spot, boom, there's something else there.
See, like this table on shop night suddenly becomes filled up with stuff.
Matter of fact, it's piled 3 feet high in front of you. We just dump the table and then stand it back up.
Yeah, pretty much. Valid.
So I had an extra set of shelves because we replaced the shelving with the lockers, which that was our old locker system that didn't work very good. It just gave more people opportunity to pile stuff in front of it.
Or on top of my stuff.
Or on top of your stuff. So that has been fixed. And that shelf is now over in the far right corner.
Yep.
And I bought a bunch of bins and organizers and started clearing off all the vertical spaces and then throwing away things that I had been holding on for years.
I still think the first aid kit needs to be bigger.
We have a ready
I'm
kit
saying,
out here.
I know we have a ready kit, but I'm just saying that there can't be enough stuff in there with the amount of Rodney hits himself.
There actually are lots of gauze and there's aspirin.
Awesome out
And, and we got the spray wound thing stuff. I got wound glue, but I also have like that spray in, make it stop bleeding and make it all whatever. It's good. It's great stuff for your wound.
I'm trying to shove it in my mouth to make me stop talking. That's what he's trying.
Yeah, we have eye wash stuff. We have all kinds of cool stuff. A lot of that comes from Jeff, the same place we've been looting for about the last 6 months.
Yeah. Is that where all the enemy kits came from?
No, but I don't want to know. I don't want to hear anything else about it.
What?
The enema kits.
Oh, enema. Okay, that's what they were.
I'm the only one that caught that?
Yeah, I heard anime.
Oh, anime kits. Okay.
I was like, what?
So,
never mind. Shut up, Rodney.
So,
me.
all right. Etsy is beginning a lot of traffic lately.
Etsy. That's Etsy.com/shop/BlasterPro for all your blaster needs, with the exception of, that's right, BlasterProShop.com.
Yes, and someone else informed me that he also had trouble ordering from the.
You need to figure that shit out.
Well, I was speaking with the web designer today.
Yeah.
He says he has no idea what's wrong with it, and he doesn't know what he's doing. So we're getting
I
it.
didn't say anything of the sort. I didn't do anything.
Oh. He said it worked fine. I said, did you do it the way I said to set it up? No. Well, then it's not working fine.
You did say that you never heard it before.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
You probably never tried to actually put a thing down.
Well, here's what happens when you. I stopped.
I have a special thing that
I did not remember. I didn't notice that. Every one of my computers that's logged in there automatically logs in, even though I can act like I'm a customer. So everything works on the admin side, but it doesn't work on the regular person side. So that's where I got to get stuff fixed. That is pretty cool.
Talking important stuff and you're showing off your candy.
It's okay.
I was completely distracted. I couldn't hear a thing he was saying because he was showing off his candy.
My eyes made
I
my
didn't
ears.
say anything.
Of course you did. You were talking. You were showing. I couldn't hear a thing he was saying. Everything got zoned out.
So I don't have to work
I'm gonna
tomorrow.
have to mask you out.
I don't have
That entire side of the screen is just going to be still of Matt looking at the camera while he's the only one moving.
Just see a car.
So that's why I'm getting the blow box and stuff.
Just to keep him occupied.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, shiny.
So anyway, Etsy's up and running.
Etsy.com/shop/BlasterPro.
I'm adding more stuff to Etsy. I got a few kits ready to go. Matter of fact, I'm got a special order for a couple of DL44s. I'm going to build those, photograph those, and then remove the orange.
Sounds great.
And then and then we're going to figure out what's wrong with the Blaster Pro website and make it more user friendly and able more gooder. Yeah.
More gooder.
Because it is getting traffic and it's just do stuff on it. But it's easy to look at all the pretty pictures.
It is very pretty pictures. Yeah, you need to figure something out about that. You need to either be able to click on those pictures to take it to where you want to go, or something. Because
He did.
now you go to click on those pictures and you can't. It's just a picture. It's just a picture.
See, on our side, you can put it's got like it blows up and expands and does all kinds of stuff, doesn't it, Hayden?
BlasterPro's.com. Look at it. I'm already there. It's in my phone. So you go to BlasterPro's.com. This is what you get.
All right.
Eventually. Our business, our whatever, blah, blah, blah. Right? So you click on that. It just takes you, like, name it fucking down here. Don't name it
Sorry.
like, you can't go to it from there, right? You don't know that that's the.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah.
You don't know what blaster that is. I want that blaster. Now you
know what? To be honest, it looks
corresponding picture.
It looks totally different on
Phone, it looks completely different.
Yeah, I'm just saying, name these pictures. Name these pictures instead of just having them like the default names.
Sorry.
Like, you can sort through all the pictures and stuff, sure, but it doesn't help from the fact that if you don't know what that is, then you can't get it.
Oh, hold on a sec. Go back.
Sure. What do you want?
Go back.
We're showing you guys nothing.
No,
right
no,
now.
yeah.
Nothing.
Scroll down. Scroll up.
Go to the website if you care so much.
I'm on the website.
No, I'm talking to the
Hold on a sec. Where does it say?
people.
We got videos on there. That's kind of cool.
I mean, you can spray him. He's
All right,
not
go to shop.
offering anything. All he's doing is...
Sorry.
He's gonna spray him with a
All right, that's good. There you go. There you go. What about that? What about that page right there?
I am not the chief of the Slap Tribe. I am still a member.
Put that away, Rodney. It's set on spray. You're gonna hit me. You gotta put it on screen.
No, I put it
It's on
It's on screen. Good. Okay. I'm good.
But I'm a slap out.
Is that more better?
But yes, but from the front page, you want to be able to see that stuff. You got to label that correctly. We'll get to that later.
You can't.
I'll bitch at him about that later.
All right. Sorry.
Put him in charge.
Give me that website.
Got so many good ideas.
Yeah, we're dumb. You could come do it. All right.
You sprayed the mic.
All right. All right.
You just got the pop protector.
Rodney, sit.
What were you guys talking about? Nothing more.
I don't know. Eddie, okay, the website's broken, but you can go look at pretty pictures, and then you can order from the website. It takes a little bit of effort. Sorry.
Don't use the contact us page. It doesn't work.
It's supposed to work.
I know, but it doesn't.
Oh.
Where does it go? It doesn't go anywhere.
Right now,
Into the ether.
right now, you have to take the email and then use your email to email me with what you want. That's how you have to do it. That's not how I want it. I wanted you to hit the contact page and then go from there to email and then send in your order.
Just wow.
Okay, it actually costs money to set up a shopping cart. Did you know that? All right.
It takes money.
So
to
spend some money and set up.
I will. I'm sorry. I will.
You already have a shopping cart.
I do have a shopping cart.
Yeah, but you just don't have the premium version of the stupid software.
That's why I said
we'll stop talking about. We'll get there.
It's gonna get there.
Just not right.
We're learning as we go.
You could have totally set it up, but you didn't want to do that.
We're not dealing with that right now. We're gonna move on to the show. The show says we are. Oh, we did that. We're on to. We're on to Fat Man Echo build.
Hey, that brought Echo behind us tonight.
Hey, he's right there. Echo.
So last week, we
Meanwhile, in the Hall of Justice.
glued this nice, beautiful panel in.
Are we gonna make another porcupine?
A porcupine.
Walk off line.
So tonight we are actually going to start the mud work to close off these seams right here. There you go. These seams right here we got.
I thought you were gonna put those together. The other side.
I was right on the fact with the same thing that happened with this.
I even offered to help on Wednesday, and you were like, "Oh, I don't know."
Got anything else you want to show? I'm such a big kid.
Wednesday is Wednesday. You know what I mean?
Don't look at me. It's your.
Wait, did I suggest August?
I even said I was going to do it on Wednesday. So, and I actually decided I'm not even going to trim this off right now. I'm going to do the mud work and then trim it.
Okay.
And the reason why is because this height back here, we're probably going to end up tying it into
whatever. It's going to go cover your kidneys.
Yeah, your fat back. Remember, you spent
I
the whole.
was trying
You spent
not to this
all
time.
last week doing
I
fat
was
back.
trying not to this time.
It didn't help my self-esteem at all.
Okay.
So mission accomplished, right?
The diaper of shame still exists.
Still working on it. So next week when we see the diaper of shame next, we'll be fitting the fat back panel.
Nope. No, we will not, because next week is
Oh yes,
contest. Hello.
that's sorry, I forgot.
Fly.
A night off. Eventually, this project here is going to get under our skin, isn't it?
Not mine.
Okay. I was going to say something mean, but I'm not going to. You can see that look in my eye every once in a while. I was like, I got a zinger, and then I'm like, oh, we're kind of in a public
I
forum.
say them. I don't know why you're.
I know, but I kind of I got to try to be at least appear to be the nicer guy.
Why?
No, I don't want to spray bottle. Okay, so what I'm going to do with a flapper.
So a
on my-
flapper, for those who aren't aware, is a zoom in on this for me. Stop moving it. I haven't. Oh my God. Well, why are you like? So we got this guy right here. This is considered a flapper. We use this for different things. It's to get rid of lots of material quicker than you would with a.
That and it does. These bend a little bit so that they're a little less dishy. They'll dish less than a traditional sanding drum. You can still use a traditional sanding drum. And what I'm going to do is right now, the two panels are sitting like this with this edge right on top where we're going to do our body filler, and I'm going to smooth that edge back to give it a transition for the body filler to not just adhere, but when you have two break points like this and you go to body fill, this is a fracture point for the body filler and it'll crack right along that seam. So if you sand it back and give it like a transition like this, the filler will gradually fill in that area and it will be a lot more stable.
We're gonna do this
and
live.
Less likely to crack.
Are you gonna do this live or just part of it? Live?
Yes, I'm going to do it live, and I'm going to try to get the Dremel as close
Wow.
to my microphone as possible.
That's what it sounds like.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run down this edge. I'm going to be sanding across it like this to bring this edge back. And I got my foot pedal, and here we go.
Why does it sound like a cow mooing?
Yeah. It does kind of. Now I got a faster way of doing this.
You just switch back to camera one. The camera two is just going to show him sitting there doing that back and forth, and that's going to be painful to watch. You guys get the basic idea of what's going on.
Yeah.
Plus, Rodney's got it zoomed so far in that he can literally see the grain on it. You still need some sort of steady can operation just for you just switch to back and forth versus up and down. You started doing it up and down.
Well, right now I'm on the edge like this because it was grabbing too much and I had a bad angle.
Okay.
So, but I'm still running at an angle on it, creating that gradual transition.
Okay. Sounds like we're showing a package here.
It does, doesn't it? All right, so this is really good right here. Right here, you can see the transition, how it goes, and it's no longer just a straight stopping, a straight boom transition. Now it's a gradual transition, kind of like
From thick really to thin, like a knife.
Yeah, or driving opposed to driving into your driveway or up into the curb and then into your driveway.
Minor things like that.
You know, I have this thing about driving off the curb, not especially when I'm taking a turn.
My wife likes to hit.
Hayden knows the curb I always drive off of. Here, I'm gonna destroy the car. It's my car. So there is.
This is a happy tree here, people.
There are better ways or other ways of doing this. I'm just doing it because most people commonly have a Dremel than opposed to my other method of
Big sander.
my other choice method and my primary choice
Yay!
is a dual action sander, which is this guy. So if you have a palm sander, electric rotary sander, or anything like that, you can use that. And I'm going to use this on the other side. And next, I have more control, and this is easy for me. This is much easier for me.
You'll notice it's right up against his chest, so you can hear every single grain being removed.
Can anybody hear us? So originally, I was going to have Hayden have a an input on
Hernan is here. Daryl's here.
Hey guys.
Bill Straka and Matt Meyer. Aha.
Aha.
I still remember Tin Man.
You heard me. I said I will punch him in the nuts and he played that with me.
Are they fighting again? Are you behaving?
I'm behaving. He picked up a water bottle. He's going to spray me again. I tried to punch him in the nuts.
I thought we took that away from him.
Well,
All right.
your water bottle.
Give me the water bottle. Ah! Stop it! Hey, he'll die.
Nice.
Thank you. Also, by anyway, I was gonna have another mic too, just playing like elevator music. So when I started sanding, just switch over to it. So this transition's not done 100% yet.
Now I have to breathe in all this dust.
But we would turn the fan on, but Rodney would die.
I could play.
It's way too far. All right, so I have to get down now using 180 grit. I have to prep the rest of the surface for the body filler, and especially get down and make sure there's no areas right in here that right up against the transition. I got to make sure those are also scuffed really good. And see why I like that glue? See how it fills that in? And when you sand it like that, it's porous, but it does a really good job. You know, when I'm doing
basically what he's doing right this minute, he's just putting a grit on it, just like he did with our previous video.
Yeah.
He used the scuff pad to do that. He's just using a little bit of sand.
I'm using 180 grit.
180 grit just to get a little bite on it so that the Bondo, or in this case, body filler, will stay. Bondo is just a generic term at this point. You don't know what that means.
There we go.
But this is what he uses. We've seen this in some of our other videos.
We actually have a thing of that, but
a whole video dedicated to this. So if you want to know what it is, go back and look it up yourself.
that's that would be a Facebook video. Although
Most of the Facebook videos have been removed.
it might be over here now.
Welcome to the night show. Nope. No, you're right.
This is body shop sound effect night.
It really is. I didn't like have any of this prep or anything. Like,
Well, how am I going to demonstrate it if I've already demonstrated?
you could have done one side.
Yeah. Wasn't that our original discussion as well? Yeah. Like the cooking.
I remember nothing.
Oh,
Nothing.
We are aware.
Last Tuesday, you were gonna say you had to do it.
Don't incriminate me.
Everybody remembers this, but
Oh, he remembers.
I did shelves.
that was yesterday.
Everybody's got. You did that one day. That
I
was
know.
one day's worth of work.
I
You
did it
that
Saturday. I did it Saturday. I did it Sunday, and I did it tonight and Monday night.
Okay, there's Chuck's shelves.
No, you don't need to see my shelves. Don't show my shelves.
And the mirror and the washing machine.
We're not going to show off
And
the.
the trash can and the fly strip.
We're not going to show. We're not going to show off the pretty side of the garage or the
Okay.
shop.
Okay, well I haven't shown it. Okay.
All right. Is that sounding good enough?
What are you asking me for?
He always says yes.
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 Except when
Yeah,
I
a
give
little
it to him and he says no. Here, hold this. Hand me that board right there. See the board?
We had 2 likes and they disappeared. What happened?
Hey, director, hand me that board right there.
What board? Oh,
Yeah,
this
two
board.
lights.
Yeah, no likes.
Likes.
On the video already. We're reaching under.
Hey,
No likes.
You had 2 likes and now
There
they're
we go.
gone?
Yeah.
That means they don't like you anymore.
They turned to dislikes
Can
immediately.
you blame them?
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it.
All right. Here's my favoriteest ever mixing board.
That came from the Queen show.
I know. See, this is what happens when Matt gets special kinds of surgeries. We had to put the cone on him.
Oh, no shame. Actually, I'm in Chuck's crotch right now. Not that.
You're kind of beyond that. You're
It's rather spacious, like a hot dog in a hallway.
So, I am too. I'm adding a Matt column.
Okay,
Where Matt does groups on.
No,
that's pretty much my job, though.
as the talent, I imagine that is.
We have 4 people on. I know one is Hernan. Thank you for watching.
Hernan.
I don't think it's ever accurate.
Hernan,
I can't
Matt,
take Monster.
Daryl,
Right
Bill, Shaka.
Uh,
Yeah, that's never accurate. I don't know why they didn't post it up there.
where'd the body? Where? Ah, there it is.
Da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da. No. I got the spray bottle. Nobody can have it.
You don't want to get any action.
All right.
He's mixing over here.
Yeah, I know.
He is Bob Ross.
Yeah, I'm mixing. You know, it's not really paint.
You gotta mix your colors, really.
Yeah.
They all gotta blend.
He's even using the spray paint.
So there are some tricks to mixing body filler to help not entrap more air, or actually most of these are vacuumed, so there shouldn't be air bubbles in it anyway. But if you, while you're mixing, you press down and it pushes the air bubbles out.
These would be great live for camera 2.
Camera 2's on
I
a
think
smoke
camera
break.
2 quit. Like he's not even looking at things right. There you go.
So yeah, you push down nice and hard on that.
What the difference was, it started off that nice gray color. You'll notice it's now kind of a nice.
All right.
It does not taste like mint.
It is not.
All righty, here we go. And
about 5 to 10 minutes to work on like work time for this stuff.
yep.
That is your physical work time from the time you start mixing it to the time you start, till the time it starts clumping up. And you will notice very soon after when it starts clumping up.
Well, the
that
trick is
they don't
not.
spread very well.
The trick is to have it done before it starts clumping up, because that's how you mess up what you're doing. So once it starts clumping, it's sticking to itself. And when that happens, it will actually can peel up and mess up what you've already done. Well, I mean, people struggle with it because it's kind of, yeah. And you got anything?
Soldered
You got anything that needs to be wiped?
No, I don't have anything that
Okay.
needs mud. Why don't you do the other side?
Well, that's not ready yet. Actually, this area
That's the
here
city
is.
that is.
Not all of it is. I didn't sand it far enough. But that area is sanded
That's
far
what we
enough.
use the-
Yeah, I know, but I didn't have a. I only used. I was only. It was a finer grit of sandpaper and it wasn't cutting fast enough. All right, there we go. Hold on that for me. And so now I'm gonna clean off.
Oh, there you go. That's a good detail shot. Hold that steady.
I clean off my palette. My
Thing
mixing.
over to the left. No, that's right. I'm getting the action shot. No, you were looking at the working it on the armor. Okay? No, it's not done. There you go.
There you go. That's
Are
perfect.
you sure we should have bought this damn whole camera too big again?
Okay, then you're done. Back away.
Good direction. Good stage direction.
It's the only thing that can be heard.
Apparently, you don't know. He doesn't know his left and his right. So
Yeah.
that's always a plus.
Rodney, could you make a? We want to call it the remote Rodney bridle.
Robot?
No, it's kind of like a horse bit, except it shocks him when you want to go left. You shock him to the left, shock him to the right.
What? Can't we just put a shock collar on it?
Actually, we just give Hayden a stick. This way, this way, this way.
When I was 19, I worked at a pet store, and
No, I was trying to do the like woo, coming in at the camera.
Hernan says, Gorilla Glue!
Hey, I set it out just for Hernan.
Careful.
I know, I just hit it just took off on me, didn't it? All right.
I'm sitting
So now we're going to wait for body filler to dry. If anybody else has any candy or snacks, go ahead and help yourself.
If that's all we're doing, you realize that's the end of the show, right?
No.
Oh, we got like 15 more minutes to go.
We have 15 minutes.
We don't have to do 9 till 9.
Technically, if you want to do the full 60 minutes, we got to do an extra 10.
No, we'll sign off at 9. This is going to be a slow night. But we're going to BS while we wait for this to dry.
So it really it's workable, like I said, for about 5 to 10 minutes,
Yep.
depending on how much fill you or how much
You
hardener you put into it.
you don't want to put too little hardener or too much it's actually worse to put too much. Okay, scratch that. You can put so little
Can you
hardener.
figure out what's going on today?
You can put so little hardener in it that it will still be gooey 2 weeks later. You did that, didn't you?
Anyway.
But you can also put way too much hardener in it,
And then
and
you don't have any work time.
you don't have any work time, and then also that actually tends to make it a little more brittle. This is a spot-on perfect mix.
He's gonna say that no matter what he does, so it's okay.
It's a spot-on perfect. Had great working time. It's not too hot down here.
So really, if you want to do what's considered a wet sand on it,
No, don't wet sand it on.
well,
it'll
while it's still,
it'll absorb moisture and make
well,
your.
I know, but what I'm saying, while it's still moist, you could start.
You can do you can do either a cheese grater or a really thick, aggressive grit of sandpaper.
That's what I'm trying to say.
And it will, but something like this, you wouldn't want to do that.
I'm aware. I'm just tossing out options for people so they know what's.
Unless you put way too much body filler on there and you don't want to spend 6 months sanding it. But this stuff sands. If you use the Evercoat products, this stuff here sands amazing. But most of your premium style body fillers, not Bondo, will sand really good. As actually, Evercoat has this Rage Premium that sands almost as good, if not as good as this, but it's a regular comes by the gallon and up body filler.
Okay.
You can get it in 1 gallon, 5 gallon, and 3 gallon. Where I used to work, they used to have 3 gallon tubs on the wall, and you pull the little lever, pull the hatch open on the bottom, and squeeze it out. That's actually kind of nice. I kind of miss not having that. But this will set up here in a few more minutes. We could accelerate this with a little bit of a heat gun.
Heat gun or a fan, any type of airflow. Unlike our stuffy basement. walking.
Or let Matt talk on it.
How are you, dude?
So anyway, is the media still down? Is it not?
Yes,
You're gonna switch over and look at it and see.
It's not gonna work. Right?
Darn it!
You got nothing.
Nothing works.
Nothing.
Wow. This is the first time the black magic is actually screwed up.
It is the black magic this time for sure.
It's doing what it's supposed to do, but it's not allowing
It's
us
allowing the filming. It's allowing the
switching of campers.
switching of cameras.
It's mixing the audio, even though it's not letting us see that it is mixing the audio.
It's just not allowing us to see the populated pictures.
So, anybody have any questions about body filler, Sanders?
If you do, go back and watch our video.
No. Well, we got time. We can talk. We can answer questions and stuff like that.
I can walk over and punch Ronnie in the face up,
Raise of hands.
man. It'd be a lot more fun if you just let me walk over while on camera too and punch Ronnie in the face.
Or it's like one of those things where you run over and
3D.
It's like you're fighting the camera itself.
Shadow boxing.
Yeah. No, we're not doing that.
Why not? It would be a lot of fun.
You guys want to do that? Go ahead and do it. We're waiting. Go attack the camera. Zoom out. Zoom out.
No, that's the establishing shot.
Is that the establishing shot? This is where the
Look,
fight
it's
starts.
Rich Evans. Oh my God! Rich Evans.
Is that too
Don't throw. You'll hit the camera.
You really don't like being called Rich Evans?
No, I just tire of Rodney in general.
Oh, dang it!
See, I told you you're gonna hit the
I didn't
camera.
hit the camera. Hit the
Is
board.
camera 2 still working?
Camera 2 still works.
Hey.
He could hide behind the monitor.
So you remember when our first Jeopardy?
You know what I would do? I just pour some sugar in your freaking Powerade Zeros.
Sing it. Sing it. Come on, Declan, sing it.
Pour some sugar on me.
Pour some sugar on me.
We we've digressed slightly.
It's probably the polyester fumes.
Well, I mean, you've got the whatever the hell fumes that is. We got the fumes from the Bondo. I'm pretty sure we're all high as a kite right now because of just fumes. Why do you keep putting that on me? Jesus!
See,
Get a rise out of you.
see down the
My
dr-
native metal and my circuit's clean.
See, this is what happens when Joe is not here. No one is supervising. The inmates are running the asylum.
I'm not.
Our youngest adult is now running the show.
Don't hide behind the monitor on me.
All right. We're getting close, though. Getting very, very close.
We can't have
Yeah, we can. Who cares? We got Gorilla Glue in there. Gorilla Glue. Anyway, that's tonight's product. Oh, hey, watch it, guys.
You went for his leg.
Yeah.
I went for his leg.
Yeah, he's trying to get him. What are you looking for? Oh,
A fresh piece of sandpaper. So,
Uh-oh. What's he gonna do with that?
clamp. Oh, shit.
Jeez, you're gonna hurt him.
Dude, you puncture his skin, it never heals and he dies.
I was going for his testicles.
That might bruise, man. That was my knee.
Oh, my bad. I apologize.
His balls aren't that long.
God,
Oh.
we've gone completely off the rails at this point.
We miss Joe. At this point,
I'm gonna text Joe.
Joe's not even on. He doesn't even watch anymore. Joe hasn't watched since he went to West Virginia.
He's completely forgotten about us. He's left us in the dirt.
So
Did you?
I am now sanding with 180. The body filler it's a little tacky on top, but as soon as I break the surface, it's actually gonna it actually kind of sometimes helps accelerate the curing process.
Anybody want to see the camera jump?
So the trick to this is when you're sanding and trying to cover up a transition, what you really want to do, this area here is going to get wiped again because I'm going to do this transition right here. But what you want to do is first knock down all the highs and get it generally flat, but don't go nuts where your transition's at, which is right along.
See all those lines or where the high spots are?
Yeah, that's a high spot. That's just actually the edge of a wipe right there. But I'm going to try to get this area, especially from here to here, somewhat flat and in shape. I should be using 80 just to speed it up. You see how that's, all that's starting to smooth out now.
Now, if you look, this is all looks like a nice, clean, and even. Whereas he's still got lines through here and lines through here. That indicates you don't have to zoom that far in. That is how it indicates. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with you? Oh, that is how you know that it has been smoothed out.
Right.
Eventually, you'll get everything to be
So,
nice,
but
smooth, even coat.
you do not want to overwork. A little bit higher, Rodney. A little higher. Come on up. There we go. Right here. You don't want to overwork where the transition's at. What you want to do is once this area is starting to look smooth like this, then you're going to start working the edge and working into the transition. The reason why is you can work too far, too fast here before you can get this to fade in. So you want to fade this in, blend this in first. Once you've got this kind of already established, then you want to work from the sides and in. And this is where I'm going right now. I'm going to start working the transition. And you can do this if you're confident enough. You can use a rotary, like a orbital sander or a DA like I was using before.
You're really close to do.
All right, see how nice that's starting to look right along there? Right along here. You can't even hardly feel that transition now. So right through here is already looking really good. So I just need to work the tops and the bottom. And just after, I haven't even been sanding on it that long. That's how nice this stuff is.
Rodney had an accident tomorrow. Might have been a brake line. Might have been a bullet to the head. I don't know.
All he's doing is standing there.
Hayden's defending him.
It really is. All you're doing is disrupting the steady cam.
The unsteady cam.
Yeah, and you're making it even more shaky than it already is.
All right. I'm getting super, super close. This is for educational purposes. Now you see right there's a little spot right there, but this is actually blending in really good.
So in order to get rid of that low spot, you can go back through and do another.
No, I think I can keep because my actual seam is up here.
Okay.
So
I want to make sure.
So yeah, I think I can keep going with what I got right now. Yes, you can, but you don't want to like this area here. If you wanted to fill that in, you need to take the corner of your sandpaper and sand it down so it has something to have something to grab onto. Yes. Good job, Matt.
just not realize what I do for you half the time?
Explain.
I've been doing that for a very long time.
Explain my thoughts.
Yes. So that the lay person here can understand what the hell is going on. Unfortunately, I've been around you for a really long time, so I know what you're trying to do.
I know. So this bottom seam is getting very nice.
He's talking about from here all the way up to about halfway. So about an inch and a half into it. It's looking pretty solid. He's going to continue doing the smoothness and the transition.
Actually, I'm not going to work too much of this transition over here because I still have to finish this edge and then repeat the same process over here. So there's going to be a lot of.
If he was not going to,
yeah.
Continue the process throughout the rest of
there will be a lot of overlap, but I want to show you a really cool thing about this body filler. Give me camera 2 again. When I go to put this on, it's going to be doing a lot of flexing. See that? And this body filler does have flex in it. It has the ability to flex, which is
for a body filler.
Yes, that's really good for a body filler.
If you're not familiar with what goes on, try to do that with a Bondo piece.
Yeah,
and it will separate very quickly.
Yeah. So this stuff actually has a little bit of flex and give. It's not going to be anything dramatic, but wearing it and putting it on and doing this and that, like, you know, your normal wear and tear, you know, it'll probably crack if you fall down a flight of steps.
Of course, your armor's cracked at that point as well. So
yeah. So, but I love these products, especially the fiberglass Evercoat products, because they're body fillers. Even though they're not rated for bumper covers, I use them on bumper covers all the time. You know, bumper covers are rubber, and I have never had a huge issue. You can do too much and go nuts, and I have done that in the past. But I was fixing something of my own and didn't fix it properly because I didn't want to spend the money to do that. So if it's too thick, it will fail. But this is not very thick at all. If I was doing, I could do a magnet test on this. If this underside was sheet metal and a magnet would stick to it. So I'm just going to finish up these bottom edges. And with
we're gonna have to like start playing some random music.
No, we're there we go.
Going
Well, you keep talking. Here you go. That's it.
About what?
That seam right there is done. Feels good. That seam right there is done. Except for I want to get rid of that.
I'm sorry.
So this area up top here, it's not finished yet because there's going to be another seaming up in here. And I'm going to finish this I'm going to finish this edge and then tie it in just exactly the way I did this one. And then once that's done and we can start fitting the rear back, once all that's done, we can prime. We'll be able to prime this.
It's making Rodney flinch on purpose. It's not funny.
It's not funny yet. You're over here laughing.
It's hilarious. Look at that. And we're almost to an hour, so we'll finish pretty soon.
I didn't chase you, if you remember.
So we do have the option with our software and our hardware to have a remote operator. If Joe ever wanted to come back on board, he can run everything from his laptop in West Virginia. And he needs to be on like...
Okay. That stuff is amazing. Definitely is a good flexible 5 years later, and all the seams on my first order are still holding.
There you go. See, yeah, it's good stuff. That's what I use professionally. That's what's used in I'd say 85-90% of the body shops here in Cincinnati area. That's what they use.
Because that's a local company. well.
The Fiberglass Evercoat does have manufacturing facilities in Cincinnati area. Yeah, so yeah, I got a lot of friends that actually work there because they take on a lot of guys who've retired from the body business, and they work there as salesmen or product demonstrators and that type of stuff. Kind of like, remember the shopsmith guy we ran into at Lowe's at one time?
Yeah, and it was like, you guys do a lot.
Yeah,
of
he was.
shopsmith,
He was like he was kind of taken back by what we were using our shopsmith for. He was like, no, well, it would be cool if we just had the table and brought the table, and it's like, yeah, we'll show you how to mill on this machine. But anyway, there it is. It's gonna hold up.
So then he'll go back.
Yeah.
Once we're probably gonna have to figure out the kidney plate before.
Yes, this area back here, we're gonna have to finish that. So once this side's in, and I'm gonna do my best to have this side in and that side, both these sides in, and then we'll figure out the kidney back. We might have to remove this lip right here. See that lip right there, Matt?
I'm aware of
I was looking at that lip and I was like, that might have to go.
Yep.
So, any questions? Anybody have any questions? Thank you, Bill, for yeah, this stuff is really good. It's amazing how much flex it has, because back in the day, you used body filler for like armor work or anything like that. It's going to crack and come right off. But this stuff, it has good adhesion properties also. It seems to stick better than most of your other body fillers. Yeah, you do have to give it something to bite to. But yeah, it's good stuff. I can't say enough about it. I really like it, and I like how easy it sands.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I just realized that all of this stuff is backwards, like the Blaster Pro and everything. All for us, it's backwards, but for them,
it was it was never like that before. Yeah. But yes, so next Tuesday, what are we doing?
Next Tuesday is Family Feud. That's right. On November 30th, you get to play to win a grand prize of this unfinished blaster.
It will be finished next week. Matter of fact, I'll be posting when this thing's done, or while I'm building it. I'll probably post up some Facebook pics of it.
This was a fun build too.
Yeah, this was the first. Was this the first one you ever helped me on?
From start to finish, this was the first one.
Oh, cool. Almost about half the molds are still first generation molds on this blaster.
Not
so,
this guy,
no, that is a first generation mold. Yes, that mold has been extremely durable. I don't know why, because it's still.
Cracking.
Well, that's actually something I'm going to change in the new one. Is I'm not going to leave this fine detail. I'm going to fill that full of clay and square that off. And actually, I was looking at the prop ones. They did the exact same thing with the resin props they used in ESB. Okay. They did the exact same thing because they had a problem. Yeah, they were breaking. Yeah. So,
but it should be a really cool gun once we're finished.
It'll be my first custom of this.
It's going to be a custom one. I said we should do a Ponda Boba, but he doesn't want to do that. We're still working on what grip to use, what
I thought
sights, what everything.
I was looking just the other day to see if I had a miscast DL44.
Okay.
So I could use a broom handle, Mauser handle on it.
Interesting.
I thought it would be cool.
Would be interesting. We'll see what we can do there.
But I think I'm just going to go back and use the standard Sterling grip that they used, that was actually used. So I think that's what's going to have. Right. But it's definitely going to be.
And again, that's going to be on November 30th. Family Feud, 10 questions. Anybody can win.
Anybody can win. It's anybody's
all
game.
All the way up to like the last question. Anybody can win.
Yeah. Matter of fact, we stack them that way, so big points
we
are
had
way.
One person come in and almost win the whole thing.
Yeah.
After coming in halfway through.
Yep. So yeah, it's a lot of.
It's possible.
Yeah. A lot of counting. Matt has trouble keeping up with it, but.
I had to dig out my toes.
Have we done? We haven't done a game on here yet, have we? Or have we done one game on YouTube? So we haven't done a game on YouTube yet. Okay. Yeah, we're wrapping up right now. So we're wrapping it up right now, and we do not have our goodbye screen tonight. We can't get any of our other media to work. Although, will the one that's already loaded work? the be right back.
You want to see what's still loaded?
Let's see if that still works. Because we'll use that.
Hey,
Hey,
it
it did
does
work.
So that was the one that was loaded already. So it did work. And
Yeah.
everybody's happy. Yay.
So we can actually say properly goodbye.
And there was much rejoicing.
Yay.
Yeah.
Hope to see everybody next week for the trivia contest.
Trivia Blaster giveaway.
Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I
Happy
hope everybody
Thanksgiving.
has fun, enjoys family time, and giving thanks.
Only me.
You're going to have a great time. Good night, everybody.
Mom.
See you next week.
Good night. Bye. Love you.